Alright, hello, welcome back to episode 29 of my playthrough of All the Mod 7 to the Sky. So we did a bunch of grinding between last episode and this one. I now have 3 deep learners, which are completely filled with self-aware data collection, data models, that's what they're called. So here's the actual one that I did. I went and got a bunch of blazers, wither skeletons, piglins, and endermen. Just cause I had an extra one, I may as well have used it. And yeah, it was just, I'd rather not waste time and just kind of have a bunch of these set up. I did have a look here. If we look here and we go at hostile, because that's what we're doing today is hostile neural networks. I'm pretty sure we're pretty good with everything, right? So we've got our standard mobs. There's nothing really here that we want more of, besides maybe the Ender Dragon, which would be a good one to have, just quietly. Because I think the Ender Dragon gives us Dragon Breath and Dragon Eggs. Which we need a significant amount for, because I'm pretty sure the Dragon Egg itself is used for a... whatchamacallit? Arcane Dragon Eggs? Yeah, there we go. We need the Arcane Dragon Eggs to make the Dragon Soul. So that we can actually get some of these endgame quests, or endgame items, right, for the creative stuff. Which is that one there. So we do need Dragon Eggs. So that's going to be something I'm going to do. I'll probably do the first odd fight on camera, but other than that, we don't really need to. As well as obviously the Wither, we're going to need tons of nether stars. So hostile neural networks is going to be how we're going to do that. But for the time being, we're not going to worry about that yet. I have no idea what that is. I actually have no idea what that is, what any of this stuff is. But it's from a different mod. I'm getting distracted. So yeah, we've got the quest line. We did get partway through it, I'm pretty sure, if we look now here. Yeah, right. So we got the deep learner, we got the data models, we learned all of that. So now we're onto the simulation chamber. So, the simulation chamber is the main machine within hostile neural networks. When given power, and a good amount of power at that, it will run simulations based on the data model that is placed inside. The power required also depends on the data model placed. Yeah, the power required also depends on the data model placed inside, and can be seen within the model's tooltip. The machine also requires at least one prediction matrix, which are these things, to run a simulation. The result of the simulation will be output onto the matrix. Simulations will always produce some kind of generalized prediction, which can be used in various crafting recipes. They also vary depending on the origin of the mob in the data model. If the simulation succeeds, you will receive a mob prediction based off of the data model. The higher the tier of the data model used, the higher the success rate is for a simulation. Alright, so we need to make a couple of these things. Simulation chamber we need, and we need to be able to make prediction matrices, both of which look pretty cheap. We have a ton of all this stuff. I'm pretty sure still we got like a silly amount of gold, yes, and a silly amount of iron. Not so much. I think I accidentally deleted a bunch of my iron just quietly. So I think there was a couple of things. I did upgrade my applied logistics system with these deep item storage disks from AE2 things. Just to kind of simplify the storage a little bit, because we were getting full and I didn't want to build a bunch more of those things. And I ended up deleting like a bunch of lead, a bunch of zinc, and a bunch of silver. I think we lost a lot of stuff there actually. But that's fine, we've got our ore generation, so this is just going to fill it back up for us eventually anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But regardless, that's not the point. So I need simulation chambers. I'm going to need a bunch of these actually, because I'm going to need one per one of these data models. So we have applied logistics, we may as well use it to our advantage and make ourselves a pattern so that we can make a ton of these things. And that can just get thrown in there. We may as well do the prediction matrices as well. And I think we're going to need like a solid source of this stuff, so we can deal with that in a moment. We're probably going to set it to go into our requester so that we constantly have some, but not really necessary quite yet. Okay. So here I want at hostile I need, how many is it? It's 3 times 4, right? So 4, 8, 12. I need 12 of these bad boys. Okay, 12 of those. We may as well just grab like 64 of these as well, just to start with. And we may as well keep looking at the quest. The loot fabricator is the one that comes after it. Okay, so let's build this out, kind of knowing that I'm going to have to add in the loot fabricator in underneath these. So let's just grab some building blocks. It doesn't really matter what it is, because I'm just going to go, let's say I want to build it here. Does this seem like a good spot? If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll leave a space behind it, right? So that we can actually like put like pipes and things going into it. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll have to extend this out. Like that. Do I have more of this stuff? I think it's just the polished smooth stone. I do. Where's my building gadget? Building gadget. BUI. Oh, it's not in there. Oh, no, there it is. That's where it is. Let's just build out this little platform so we can keep doing what we're doing. Alright, so we're going to go there. May as well just put a simulation chamber in behind all of these, or in on top of each one of these, sorry. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. And then all of these guys I need to pull out. And we'll go our passive mobs first. We'll go pig, chicken, cow, sheep. Can I bring you some mission input prediction matrices? Okay, so we need to put in both energy and prediction matrices, which we can do in a moment. We won't do that yet. I'll worry about that as we get to it. Okay. That's these ones. These are our overworld mobs. There. And then we have our nether and end mobs. Bang. You, and you. I'm at maximum potential. Data model 512 FE a tick, 768, 256. Alright. I don't know how our power system is going to go with this. I genuinely don't know. The other thing is I haven't really thought about how I'm going to manage items with this. I'm actually considering using laser IO for the entirety of this. For like dealing with power and everything for this mod. So let's just kind of start testing. What do I want to start generating? Let's go with the sheep. So I go prediction matrices into it. System energy levels. Okay, so you need power now. So let's just, for the time being, grab some flux points. I only really need one because I'm only going to charge this one up. Okay, so how do you work? Loading model from chip memory. Assessing threat level. Gauging enemy. This is pretty cool. So like it's actually like it takes time and it runs a prediction. And then it gives you the outputs, which is the prediction and then the overworld prediction. Cool. Yeah, for the quest, I think we need to grab like each one of these, but I don't think it's necessary. So we can kind of continue on with this. So number 2. Next item in this is the loot fabricator. The loot fabricator is a machine that gets you sweet, sweet loot from mob predictions. When given power and a successful mob prediction, you will be able to choose which item you'd like to get from the mob's data model. The machine will remember your choice so it can be automated. Notable mob prediction: Ender dragons for dragon eggs, zombies for iron, withers for nether stars. Okay. So I'm going to need another 12 of these. So, pattern time. Is a pattern necessary? Probably not. Let's not do it with a pattern. I just want the loot fabricator. How expensive are you to make? I can make all of these. So I need repeaters. No, was it repeaters? Oh god. I should have added the thing. Loot. Wish list. No, you need comparators, sorry. Comparator. Let's make 12 of you. And the other thing you needed is netherite. And I want, yeah, just 12 of you to start with. Well, that's a kind of expensive. I'm glad we're getting into this now when I've already got like this stuff sort of sorted. Okay, and then the loot fabricators can live underneath each one of these. This is a cool looking block, just quietly. Alright, so let's say I pull out that, and you go into there. Oh, and we can choose. Do we want wool or do we want meat? I think we want the wool from sheep. Okay. And then that's not going to work, right? Because it doesn't have power. So what I can do is I can break you and then just connect you there. And now you'll start working and generating me 8 wool per one of these predictions. Yes. Alright, because I don't really care. I'm going to do 1 of the mutton. Actually, I don't even need to because I've got like actual sheep over there. I just want you constantly generating me wool. Okay, you're kind of annoying as well because you don't automatically output the predictions into here. So how do I set this up in a neat way? Because I need to get power. Well, okay, so we want to automate this, right? Eventually, I want all of these items going back into the AE system. So that's going to be a 1 output. So we need to pull out from the AE system prediction matrices, and we need power going into it. Okay, so how can we do this neatly? I can probably actually do this completely with nodes up here. So I need, what's that? 8, 16, plus another 8 is 24. I need 24 nodes. 24 of you. I think this is going to be actually be like the neatest way of doing this. And then let's make like +3 just in case. Alright. And then we're going to break this block just temporarily because I think I want, on this block here, I want an interface. Right? Because I want to pull out. Yeah, because I want to pull out the is this how I want to do it? I'm just thinking. Yeah, and then that stuff can go into drawers. Yeah, okay. I want an interface because I want to pull out prediction matrices and I want to insert into that. So just real easy. It's just going to be one node to manage all of that stuff. So I need an interface. I need one of you. All right. And that interface can kind of just live there for now. And we're going to set inside of this prediction matrices like that. And then we're going to configure to be a stack. So you're always going to have a stack inside of it. And then this thing over here, since we have access to a MA requester, we're going to request prediction matrices. And we're going to request them at a rate of 2 stacks every time there's only 1 left in the system. So it's going to be constantly creating 2 stacks. So we should actually see these now starting to be crafted once I pull that bad boy out. Yeah, there you go. There's 129 now in there. This block right here is a lifesaver. I don't need to worry about crafting those ever. Okay, so now I just need to connect this up to the AE system. Do I have cables on me? Dense. Actually, it doesn't need to be a dense. It just needs to be regular smart cables. Smart cable into you. This is actually going to be really neat. Just quietly. Okay, so we're going to have a node here. Bang. That node's going to pull out the prediction matrices and also insert the other stuff. The other thing that this node is going to do for us is be attached to a node, the flux point, and pull power in. So everything up top is only going to be managed with nodes. So we're going to go, I'm just going to quickly place all of these in and we'll be back here in a second. Okay, so I've gotten all the nodes in place. I'm just going to kind of get this sorted, right? I think this controller here is managing all of these guys. So I'm just going to check the priority on these. I'm going to like make sure that he is 100% the highest priority one. Now I'm going to add in some extra drawers here because that's where I want to store this stuff, right? Drawers. I want to go 3 of them because I'm pretty sure we only have 3 of the these things, the generalized stuff, which we're going to have a lot of to begin with. Yes, sweet. Okay, so they can all go straight into drawers down here. I made the 3, but I never got them. Drawer. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And I need to get myself 1 of each of them. So I may as well, at this point, just hook up power to all of these. So first of all, we need an energy extract card on this side. That's pulling power out. I'm going to actually chuck an overclocker into this, or a bunch of overclockers, because we are going to need a lot of power. And this thing can do 100,000 every tick. That's more than enough to manage these guys. And then on the south side of each of these is just going to be an energy insert card because I want all of these running. I'm actually probably only going to do it. Bro, this rain. Go away. Onto just the top ones. For the time being, right? Just the top ones I want power going into. Because I need at least 1 of each of these generalized things to get started in the drawers so that they don't get stored weirdly inside of the AE system and like taking up space within the disks that we don't want to. South, bang. South. Oops, no, that's the north side. F1. Oop, what happened? There we go. South, U, and south, U. I do not have enough of these energy cards. I thought I made enough to make just like, I don't know, I guess 21. I didn't mean to make 21 of them. I was going to make 20, but works just as well. Alright, so all of these should have power now, though there's no thingy for power. Model energy cost 128 FE a tick. And you do have an internal buffer. I wonder if they don't store anything until you get prediction matrices in them. System energy levels critical. Does this stuff not work with yeah, energy insert cards, right? Oh, we may have a problem here then with how I wanted to set this up. I don't think laser IO works with hostile neural network. Okay, and I've got to run power to all of these and deal with items. Okay, I think we have to be a bit cheekier with it. Okay, well, that changes my plans. Let's break all of these then, because that doesn't seem to work. That means that one's not going to work. Which means placing these guys directly below isn't going to work for me either. Because I need both power going into them and the items. Now, can I... Yeah, okay. So that doesn't go into them. I think I might have another quick solution. It's not going to be the neatest thing in the world, but it should work. Mind you, might not be pretty. But at this point, pretty doesn't matter. What we're going to use instead is we're going to grab some hoppers. We've got 32 of them. And we're just going to hopper them out. Go like that. So we should pull out both the like the generalized stuff, which will like land inside of the hopper. Which is fine. That's good. And then once that is empty, it should start grabbing the predictions. And then the predictions should get automatically spat into there. Okay, cool. This setup will work. This setup will 100% work. Alright, so let's do this for all of them. Slightly frustrating about power to these things, but oh well. Because now I need to grab my universal cables. And go like this. There, like that. And then that flux point is now useless, so this one can just kind of live between them, I guess. This one can just kind of go there. And now all of these should start building up power inside of them. Which they are. Okay, sweet. That all works. So now if I put a prediction matrix inside of here. Cool, stuff is created. Do I not have hoppers hooked up? I do not have hoppers hooked up. Alright, that works now. Alright, so these are all overworld. I need generalized for the nether and one for the end. So I can actually store this stuff inside of the drawers. So I've got one of them at least. So that one can go there. The other thing we need to do is make sure that this stuff is actually linked. Oh, you've got eggs in you. I actually need these predictions like ASAP. Is it this one that should have it? And you should have one as well. And this is like depositing things from the vacuum hopper, but it's fine. Once those are all there, that's nice. We can put that away. I can also lock these guys. Bang, like that. Alright, so that works. Now I've got another conundrum. I need to get items out of these guys, as well as get power into them. And I've only got access to one side, which will be the bottom. Because I can't do anything through the back because of hoppers. Yeah, I've only got access to the bottom, and that's going to be mainly just power, isn't it? Got to figure out a way to get items out of these bad boys. Alright, let me think about it and I'll come back in a second. Okay, so unfortunately, I don't think that there's a way I can avoid not using more than one side of this block. I'm going to do power through the bottom, and I think I'm just going to extract the items through the face of it, just using straight AE, I reckon. Just using plain old importers on the front of them. So let's grab ourselves those. We need 12 import buses. 12. Need 12 of these. These should all connect, and I'll just punch them through down through here. That's fine. I need to clean up my inventory. I tried using universal, or like figuring out with universal pipes, but I don't think they work from the pipes mod. You know what? Ooh. I'm thinking maybe that would work, but I can't be bothered using that mod. There is, we could totally, it totally would be something that we could use. I just don't want to use it. I may as well just say it. This stuff from integrated dynamics might be usable, like the pipes and stuff from that, but it is just such like an actual just pain to use that I'm outright refusing to do it. That is honestly what I'm thinking at the moment. So whatever, we can do it like this. We can make it kind of neat looking. We can go bang these bad boys going down like that. I can make myself, if we get some cable anchors, and we go like this with that, we can make ourselves cable facades. And then we can at least like, oh, can I not? I'm pretty sure we can make like the pass-through facades, can we not? forget how you do this. I know that there's a way that you can totally do this where you can like place a facade. I wonder if I place it underneath. So like the cables pass through it. Or you can hide the cables like that. But that's not ideal. If I go there and then place a facade there like that. Then that does, oh, it does connect through it. Beautiful. Okay, that's what I want. That's what I want. Cool. It's going to be annoying slightly because you can actually see that it's like the texture doesn't completely work. But it is better looking than what it should be. Or what it could be, rather. These go all like that. I need to connect these down below with a dense cable. And I may as well just run this dense cable all the way back. How many channels have you got? You got 16. How many is this going to add? Well, it's going to add 12 more. Okay, so we're going to be running really low here on channels on this guy. Once those all... Okay, it'll work. It'll work. Smart cable. I moved where my... what's this thing? The interface is called is because I'm going to use just the hoppers, right? Because remember, we're using the hoppers to push into... Oh, this might not work, actually. No, that's not going to work. I was going to use hoppers to just, like, drag all, like, the prediction matrices, like the generalized stuff, back into the system. But that's not going to work. So instead... what I'll do is, I just have to use, I'm going to have to set it up the same way I had it before, actually. Where ME interface goes there. Oh, I didn't even think about the insert on this machine, on this stuff either. Oh, damn. Well, I guess we're just going to go exports into the top of this then, is like the only real way to do this. Alright, let's come back once I've set this up and we'll talk about it. Okay, I think I'm at the final kind of incarnation of how this is going to be set up. So, what's going to happen is we've got nodes going into, like pretty much acting as our hoppers here, pulling from the simulation chambers going into the loot fabricators. We're going to have the nodes, which are going to be inputting the prediction matrices, which are going to be stored inside of this interface just here, which isn't set up yet. But we're going to do that really quickly, like that. You are going to have, well, you need to look up prediction matrix. I'm going to set you to 64. Bang. This bottom one here is going to be set with an extract card. Set to, I need my overclockers. I need 2 more. Just to make it as fast as it possibly can. It probably doesn't need to do, you know, a stack a tick, but doesn't hurt to be fast. And then this one is going to be connected up to, with my laser wrench, if I have it on me somewhere. Which I don't see it. There's my laser wrench. We're going to connect you. Oops, and of course I drop it straight away. All the way up to this one. Ah, damn it, I meant to hit just right click. Like that. Those two are hooked up. And then on the downside, these are just going to be item insert cards. Bang, and then we're going to insert into all of these. Like this. Downside insert. So then on these ones, what we're going to do is we're going to set an extract card on the bottom with an insert card going into the loot fabricator. The insert card itself is just going to be filtered with the prediction so that we don't get anything breaking that way. And I think this will be the easiest way of like managing this. So long as all of this stuff sort of works. Item card extract. It should work. Items were traveling through this stuff before. Oh yeah, it's just because they're not hooked up in sequence. So downside item insert. So if I now connect 1, 2, 3, 4, we should see a stack popping up into each one of these. Beautiful. That's all working. Though now the items are just kind of sit in here. See, like there's our generalized overall prediction as well as the chicken prediction. So now on this one, what I'm going to do is just going to be on the bottom, just an item extract card. Doesn't need to be anything special. And then on the south side, we're going to have an item insert card with a filter. And this is the chicken prediction. Do I need to? I don't think I need to. Oh, well, actually I do need to filter these because eventually these are all going to be set up, like hooked up to each other. So I need a way so that like predictions aren't ending up in the wrong machine. So that's going to be the chicken prediction insert. All right, so we should only get these popping up right here because that's the only place they can go. Our generalized stuff is just kind of sitting in there, right? Because they have nowhere to be like sent to. So now my thinking is I should just be able to insert them straight into the interface, right? Is that a thing we can do? So now if I just go here, set insert, and I may as well just filter these, right? So these are going to be filtered as the generalized ones, right? Generalized. And we'll just filter this as the generalized predictions, like that. And now I can hook up that one to that one and to that one. So we should see the generalized stuff disappearing from in here. And now where is it ending up? Is it going into the system? Are we seeing this number go up? 92. $93, $94. Okay, cool. Sweet. So that's all working. So now I just need to go and set this up to the rest of these machines. So I'm going to be doing this, and then we'll come back once that's all ready. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've set... Why is it raining again? I've gone ahead and I've set up all of the filters onto the nodes, and it just seems like this mod is completely ignoring the filters for some reason. Whether it's hostile neural networks that's ignoring it, or just laser eye doesn't know how to like manage these things. It just doesn't work. So what I had to do is just kind of with every single machine, just kind of choose the things that I want it to make, which is kind of frustrating, right? Because like obviously this is our cow machine and it's got zombie inside of there. Though this shouldn't be an issue anymore once we've kind of dealt with the backlog of predictions. Because as you can see here, like this is generating stuff really, really quickly compared to how fast this is generating the predictions. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue, realistically. But still, it's kind of annoying that I spent all that time setting up the filters on these things and then nothing works. So the other thing that you need to do as well is, as you can see with this, right? Like we've got three options here. When it sits in here, just choose the thing that you want. So obviously I want feathers to be made from the chickens because I don't really care about eggs or the chicken in and of itself. So I just have the feather selected, and now it's going to be generating that. And that is now hostile neural networks completely automated. Like I don't need to mess with this anymore, God willing. So I can just throw this in there and let this stuff kind of do its thing, and it is completely automated, which is kind of nice. So now we've got like a bunch of things, just like we can make it like as we need. So now we've also got the generalized prediction, which these things are also kind of handy because now you can see here, I can make myself nether stars. I can actually make myself nether stars like right this second if I wanted to. Let's have a look at this. Nether star. How many can I make? I can make 42 of these things, bro. Oh my god. So that's kind of cool. We now have nether stars, which means I can make a dimension card now. Oh, I'm going to do that like right this second. I'm going to do that right now. We have nether stars. That is, I actually did not expect it to be that quick. So what do I need? I need 4 more of these infinity range boosters. Rather 3 more of these. Go control click. Why are the plates not being made? Oh, these are really slow to make, aren't they? Indirium. Let's make another 6 of them. And then we turn them into plates once they're crafted. It's taking their sweet time, but it'll happen eventually here. We also have like near unlimited what's the word? What am I missing? Netherite. Now of end crystals, which is going to be good for us. So that we can make ourselves a bunch of like, well, we can refight the dragon now as many times as we want, pretty much. Which again is another plus. So that we can also get dragon eggs and things like that. So we're in a really, really good spot. I can make nether stars. We may as well just set up one for like the wither and the dragon at some point as well. We have like a ton of end crystals. If we look now at the, damn it, I can't. Because I took out the cards. Can I make you now wireless boosters? Oops. Oh, you only cost a wireless booster. Oh, I'm silly. I'm so silly. No, I want the dimension card. What's happening? Dimension card. Yeah, I need to make one more of you. So you I need to make. One. Oh, I didn't make enough of the Enderium. I need another 2 of you. I'm actually just going to request up like another like 128 of this stuff just so that there's some sitting there. I'm going to turn you into that one. And now I should be able to make the dimension card. Once I make this last infinity range booster. Oh my god. Nope, wrong thing. We are over time, but I want to get this done. Dimension card, thank you. And I now have access to my wireless crafting terminal in every single dimension. Let's jump in the Twilight Forest. Bang. Oh, how good is that? What a win. What a win. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, that is the perfect place to end this episode. I don't know why it spat me out back there. But anyways, if anyone is still watching, thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you all on the next one. Peace.